Hi guys, it's Chris. I'm back. I'm officially 1 week post-op and I'm feeling really good. Um, so it's officially been 1 week since my surgery and everything went really good. I'm still healing and my body is still pretty bruised up and I have bruises all over my body. My incisions, are still healing. But I mean, overall, everything went really good. Um, I, I have so much to talk about. I'm just so excited. This has definitely been one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. It's definitely not the easy way out, as a lot of people think it is. It's not something that you do for cosmetic reasons. It's usually to save someone's life. And so, before you think that this is really the easiest thing to do in the world, it's not. I mean, it's, um, I waited so long to have it done, and, for a while I thought, oh, well, this is just going to be the easiest thing to do. I'll just have surgery and I'll just cut back on certain things. But it's not so black and white. I mean, you're gonna constantly be struggling with, the demons in your head, and I've had to watch my husband, eat donuts and McDonald's, and even though I don't, I mean, I don't crave those things anymore. It's not like I look at it and think, oh God, I would love to have that. But when you're hungry, I'm still on my liquid diet for at least another week. And so when you're hungry, anything looks good. So it's just really hard to make my family dinner and not be able to enjoy it with them. I think that's probably one of the hardest things. But I know that it's not forever. It's only temporary. I'll be able to eat dinner with them again and enjoy things like that again. It's just going to be a while. So anyway, my surgery went good. Like I said, it was a week ago. It was last Monday, the 10th of November, and actually at this time I was in surgery right now. So it's just amazing that a week's already gone by. I just kind of wanted to go through the process. I like to kind of give you an idea of what the process was leading up to it, because I know there's a lot of people that want those detailed questions, and there's not a lot of answers out there. So I've really tried to provide that from the start. So anyways, I got to the hospital and filled out paperwork. And then one of the nurses came back and got me, and got me in a room, and then a lot of this is kind of fuzzy, but she put these really weird socks on me and compression boots so I don't get blood clots. And then she tried to get an IV in me. She blew out 2 of my veins, which is what this bruise is. I don't know if you can really see it, but I still have the bruise on my hand. So they had to use my forearm, which was over here, and my veins were just really small. So they had to use my forearm for the IV. So they got my IV in, and then they had me fill out some more forms. My doctor or my surgeon came in and talked to me, and that was really brief. I mean, other than that, I was in there for probably 45 minutes to an hour. I was really kind of upset because my husband had drove me, and he wanted to sit back there with me. I wanted him to be there with me as well, but they took so long that he ended up having to leave to go get our son from daycare, so he didn't get to see me before I went in. My mom did come back, so she sat with me for a while, and then they did this skin test on me to see if I was allergic to any of the antibiotics they were going to give me, because I do have an allergy to amoxicillin. So they put that under my skin, and that was like a wasp sting. It was so painful. It burned, but it only lasted a few seconds, so it was okay. And then after that, she put some happy juice in my IV, and immediately felt like I had just drank 2 bottles of wine. After that, everything's really fuzzy. My mom, hugged me, and she left, and then they wheeled me in to the operating room. And I just remember those really bright lights, seeing those up there. And one of the guys was the anesthesiologist. He was talking to me, asking me, about my kids. And, they asked me a few questions about my kids, and then I felt them strap my arms to the table. And I was done. I don't remember anything after that. The next thing I remember is waking up in the recovery room. And my surgery was at 12:15. I don't know exactly if they started on time, but I know that I got to my recovery room at like 3:30. So I don't, I don't know if I got back to my room, not my recovery room. I don't know how long I was in recovery for. So I woke up. I was in pain. I won't lie about that. There was sufficient pain that I felt, and it was mostly right in between my rib cage. Is where it hurt the most, and my lungs felt like they were on fire. I don't know if that was from the breathing machine that they, put down your throat, but my lungs were just on fire. So my pain, the pain that I had, it lasted for a few hours, and then it was really done. I really didn't have any residual pain. One of my incisions that is right over the top of my my stomach muscles, that one has hurt the most out of anything. It's usually when I try to sit up in bed or use my muscles, I can kind of feel a burn. But other than that, to be honest with you, I didn't have any nausea. I didn't have any pain other than my incision. So I felt really lucky about that, because I know a lot of people get nausea and stuff. I was only in the hospital for one night. They had me up and walking around a couple of times throughout the night, and I slept horribly in the hospital, because they have you getting up like every 45 minutes to take blood or check your vitals, or, whatever they're doing. I was a little surprised that I did have a drain tube going from around my stomach out, and so that collected blood. And I think that the majority of that is to test and see if you're leaking, if your pouch is leaking, or your sleeve is leaking. One of the worst things for me was drinking the dye. It was disgusting. It was so gross. I mean, at least they could do is flavor it. But no, it's pure dye, and they do that to see if any dye, leaks through into the bulb. And it didn't, which was great. you know, I just was moving really slow, but just not a lot of pain. I mean, it was really similar to a C-section. If you've had a C-section, I did, and I can compare it to that, to be honest. Good news is I'm down 27 pounds in 3.5 weeks, which is just amazing. I lost 18 on my 2.5 week pre-op diet, and what that leaves me, 7 pounds in the last week. So I'm absolutely thrilled with that. I'm really having a hard time getting my protein shakes in. I just can't stomach them anymore. I actually did go out and get some Greek yogurt. I made sure it didn't have sugar in it. I got the low fat, but I just had to have some other protein source. And I know a lot of people that were able to have Greek yogurt. So I mean, I don't really know what else to say. The first few days, I really just stayed around the house. Excuse me, I burp a lot now, and which is common, I've heard. So if I burp, then I am sorry. But yeah, the first few days, I just kind of stayed around the house, and then my husband and I ended up going out to the mall one day. I really think that that's helped me because, they encourage you to get out and walk. So there was one day that I was walking for I think I did 6,700 steps. And so there was a couple days that we got out and walked, and I really think it helped me a lot. I'm not moving as slow as I was, and I feel really good. So I can't wait till I can start period foods. I have at least another week, so I'm counting down for that phase because the liquids are just getting to me. But that's it. I just wanted to do a quick update and let you know that everything went great. And if you follow my blog, I'll put a link down below. I do update that a lot more. And I'll do another video here shortly, maybe in another couple weeks. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.